morning, guys. It is a new day, and another day means another bookstore trip. Actually, not really, not necessarily, but today it does. I honestly wasn't even intending to go book shopping and get ready and went to a little brunch, but I'm in this like cute little area and there's a massive indigo here, so I figured I'm just gonna do a little walk in, see what books there are there, if anything speaks to me, if I get in the mood to read something. I don't even know what book I'm looking to buy. I think I'm just gonna go explore and see if like anything grabs my attention. I feel like that's always like the best way to go about book shopping. Maybe not. Maybe it just means that I have a book shopping addiction problem, but that is a problem for another day. So today's a very gloomy day. As you can see, it actually literally is just starting to rain. So I'm gonna head in, go to the bookstore, and I'll be back and give you a little haul. Hopefully I found some good options. Let's go. Hi guys, welcome to my segment where we test how much my boyfriend loves me. He's gonna point at all of the books that I've read from this section, and if he gets one wrong, it means he doesn't listen to me when I talk and he hates me. Alright, are you ready?
Yes. You've read this.
I have.
You've read this.
Yes.
You've not read this. I have to read the plot of this because I can't tell from the cover. I'm gonna say you have not read The Coworker.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
You are correct.
Okay. Crash, you definitely read because I read the start of it with you. The Inmate, I want to say no, but I want to say no. Final answer.
Chad, do I break up with him? Is this ground?
Did you read The Inmate?
I did read The Inmate.
Dang it. You don't physically own it though. That was a audiobook or something.
They're Kindle.
That doesn't count.
It does count. Chad, do I break up with him?
Listen, so I know the physical books. Like, I've seen this at the house and stuff. I've seen this cover, at least, and I know the story. But this one, like, she doesn't own this physically, so I don't know that. Give me a second chance. I made a mistake.
What else have I read?
I got the Boyfriend.
Have I read The Boyfriend?
I don't know. I feel like me being a boyfriend's on the line right now. You didn't read that. Yet. You did read
Double
it.
breakup.
The thing, she used to tell me about her books. She hasn't done that in a while. Ever since she's been more on the YouTube game for her books, she used to like literally share everything. She would be like, oh, I'm reading this book, and then she would just plot dump like while we're in the car and stuff. She hasn't done that in a long time. Like, I'll ask her, how are your books? And she just goes, good.
I just
says
yap
good.
on booktube now.
I know, but you just say good and then that's it. You don't
Okay, well, I read that one in a
Can we go
vlog.
back? We've learned something about our relationship. We need to go back to you filling me in about your reads.
I gotta test him on the romance. I haven't been reading a lot of these books. I feel like the romance you would know.
You've read King of Wrath, shout out Anna Huang. The Housemaid, obviously. King of Envy, you've read. Oh, Powerful, duh. Lights Out. I was just talking about this, guys. This is Stalker Guy. Yeah, this is good. Well, this is the book that you're looking at buying. Since it's in my hand.
This is my next read, probably.
It's on the TBR.
It is on the TBR.
Yeah.
Good job. Look at him. He's so proud of himself for knowing what the TBR is. Trying to redeem himself.
What's going on, guys? So today we have Wild Side, and if you turn it like this, these, all spoiler alert, these little pictures of the mountains will actually all line up, and it makes a pretty picture together. So LC Silver, good job on your team with the cover.
She's Canadian.
We've got The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. And
which one should I get?
The Conditions of Will, I think you get both. If you ever say like which book, this book or that book, the answer is to get both books. Remember that, girlies.
I like this one. I smell this one every time I come here, but then I never end up getting it.
Today's the day.
No, it's like $25 for a candle, for a vanilla candle.
That's like 18 US.
You can get this at Target for $5.
Same.
If you're aspiring to be writers, by the way, like, sure, come up with creative, crafty names. Do that. That's awesome. Don't make the character's name weird to where it's like a page stopper every time you see it. That's freaking yikes, bro.
All right, thank you for the writing tips. Chad, do we forgive him? Do we let it slide or no? She's buying the book, so maybe. I want to buy this just because of how pretty it is. Braid edges. And then, when you open it, look how stunning. Oh, that's so cute. Like Cupid. Oh my god, billionaire romance? That's cute. Hello, officially done book shopping, and I ended up getting 2 books. Honestly, these have both been on my TBR for the longest time ever. They've just kind of been on my radar. First up, we have The Conditions of Will by J.S. Hastings. I have heard everybody and their mom has been buying this and reading it and rating it super, super, super highly. And I read the back of it, and it seems intriguing for sure. Also, I'm just like expecting for it to have really beautiful writing, because that's what everybody always says about Jessa's writing, and I have never read any of her books. I haven't even read Magnolia Parks. At first I thought that this book was part of that series, but when you open here, it doesn't list it under the Magnolia Parks universe, so I feel like it's separate. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research, but yeah, everybody has been rating this super, super highly, and so I just feel like I'm missing out not being able to read this. So this is for sure on my TBR. I'm hoping to maybe read it in the summer. It just feels like it's gonna be a really fun read. And then the second book that I got was Wild Side by Elsie Silver. I love Elsie Silver. She's my Canadian queen. In case you didn't know, I'm also Canadian, so it feels like my Canadian responsibility to support my Canadian authors. And I just like have been dying to read every single book that she released, especially because I've read book 1 of this series and really enjoyed it. And also this is set in like Calgary, I'm pretty sure. And one thing about me, I recently went to Calgary, so I've been dying to get my hands on this. Also, I absolutely love the spines. I have the other 2 books. I've read the first one, really enjoyed it. I have the second one, and I want to read it very soon, and I heard really good things about this one, and I know there's a 4th one coming out, which I think is Wild Card, if I remember correctly. So I'm really excited to read the series. I love a good cowboy romance. I think this is small town, just like the first one and the series, and I just feel like I'm gonna eat it up. This whole series is basically all single dads, and you don't have to tell me anything more. Like, this is honestly just enough for me to buy this book. I'm just like obsessed with the cover. One thing I don't like is that they have the whole like smudged look. I don't understand till this day why that is, but it's been like that in all of the other books. If anybody knows why the covers always look like they have a little bit of dirt on that, I don't know if it's part of the whole like cowboys and like, you know, they get the hands dirty, they're doing manual labor. I don't know why they decided to add random little smudges, but they have them on all the books that I have of the series so far. And so if you know, let a girl know, because I'm very curious. But yeah, those are the 2 books that my boyfriend got when we went to the bookstore. I'm so excited. I just feel like both of these are gonna be perfect, and ever since I got out of my reading slump recently, I'm just like dying to read more books. My TBR is honestly never ending. The feeling of getting back into reading after you haven't been in the mood to read, it's just like so fun. It's so exciting. I have not been able to stop reading since I got over my reading slump. I'm just like back to back, and I'm really glad that I went and I bought some new books to add to my collection. We have to find a spot for them in my bookshelf, which is already starting to overflow, so I don't really know what's gonna happen with that. I don't really know where I'm gonna find room to fit them. It's gonna be time soon for me to get a second bookshelf, but that's okay, because I will do it. If it needs to be done, I will do it.
Hi, beautiful.
Who is it?
How are you?
Oh, good.
Here's your kombucha, lovely.
Thank you.
And some flowers for my darling.
Thank you.
And a kiss.
That's really sweet. Look how pretty. Look, it's matching with this a little bit. No, it's not. Wait. No,
Wait,
it's not.
wait.
It's pink. What about the back? No, it doesn't. Well,
Look, it's matching.
it's matching nothing, but they're really cute.
Matches the sticker.
Matches the Canadian sticker. Close enough. They smell really good though. I love that color combination. Okay, I'm gonna try this. This is the iced honey vanilla latte from Whole Foods. I didn't even know that they had a cafe in there, but Mr. over here said they do. Oh, that's really good. Hello, it is a couple days later. Today we're going to be talking about all the books that I read in the month of May. This was by far my best reading month out of the whole year after being in a reading slump for 3 months. While I have you here, I kind of want to go over some of my potential reads that I want to maybe consider adding to my TBR for the month of June and just like for the rest of the summer, honestly. So these are some of my top options, and if you've read any of these, please let me know down below if you like them, if you think I would like them, if you recommend them, and if you think I should add them to my immediate TBR. So let's get through it. First up, we have Bad Blood. This is the last full book of the Natural series, and one thing about me, I love the Natural series. I feel like I always gas them up in every single video where they're mentioned. It's just such a good fast-paced book. I love the characters. This is literally like Criminal Minds in a book, but it's so fun, it's so exciting, super quick. These books have repeatedly taken me out of reading slumps and then put me in reading hangovers because they're just that good. And after I finish them, literally nothing else compares, and everything will feel slow for the next couple of reads, and you just have to go in prepared knowing that that's like a thing that's gonna happen. So this is Bad Blood. It's the last full book. After this, there's just like one little novella, and I'm really happy noticing now that this is actually a very thick book. It's like 510 pages, which usually I'm a little skeptical when books are this long, especially if they're romances, but this is not a romance, this is a mystery, and I know deep in my freaking heart that Jennifer Lombardi is gonna do this book justice. This is one of the books that I'm definitely leaning towards reading. Next up, we have Parlous by Elsie Silver. I have been reading the Chestnut Springs for the very first time. Yes, I know you're jealous that I get to experience them for the very first time. And last month I read Heartless and absolutely loved it. I ate it up. So I'm considering continuing on. I think this is going to be the story of the hockey player brother, just because of like the little hockey skates at the front. But it says, 2 childhood friends, 2 broken hearts, one impromptu road trip to get away from everything. That's all this was supposed to be. Ooh. To Jasper's fans, he's handsome, talented hockey heartthrob on TV, but to Sloane, he'll always be a lost guy with sad eyes and a heart of gold. The man she's loved in secret all her life. So when her life falls apart on the day she's supposed to marry someone else, it only makes sense that he's the one to swoop in and save her. Then when his world comes crashing down around him, she's there to return the favor. I love this. Oh my gosh. I love a good second chance. I just feel like this is gonna be so good. Next up, we have one of my recently purchased books, The Conditions of Will. I don't know if I should read this. I'm kind of scared because it's so hyped up. Let me know if you think I would enjoy it. But I'm tempted. I'm honestly considering picking this one up. So our female main character is a professional lie detector and body language savant. Has long been estranged from her infuriating, close-minded, wealthy. Okay, honestly, you had me at professional lie detector. I feel like this is gonna be so fun. Wow. Next up, we have another series that I haven't started yet, but it's very wildly loved. I feel like this is also the right time for the series because this is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, and it is a small town romance, a good old cowboy romance. I'm honestly kind of scared to start this one because I'm already reading Chestnut Springs, and I don't know how it's gonna compare or if it's gonna be too similar. Let me know what you guys think, if you think I would enjoy it. But this also is like super short. It's like 340 pages, so I feel like I'm gonna finish it really quick. The back says, she's off limits, but he's never been good at following the rules. Small town brothers best friend romance. That's cute. I feel like that could be fun. I don't know. For next option, I talked about it when I was talking about The Conditions of Will, and I don't know. Is it time? Maybe it's time. I went and I grabbed it. This book is so intimidating because why is it 500 pages long? Why is it 500 pages long? Okay, that being said though, I've heard amazing things. I see people love this book. I've seen people get tattoos after this book, and I feel like I just need to know what the hype is about. And this is the original cover, which is so freaking cute. I'm obsessed. The next book that I have on my potentials list is The Hating Game. Honestly, my sister read this and she said it was like okay, but then last night we were looking for a movie to watch and I saw that this is a movie or it's a TV show or something, and we're like, well, we should like have a girls' night where we make some popcorn, make some drinks, make some snacks, and watch the movie because it's like a rom-com. But first, of course, I have to read the book. Like, it only makes sense. Then I have a bunch of other books on my Kindle. Let's go take a look. The Temporary Wife, which is book 2 of a series, and I've just heard a bunch of amazing things about it on TikTok. And that's literally the only reason why it's on my list. I think that's also a dark romance, like maybe like a mafia romance. I honestly have no idea. Another option that I have is The Prison Healer. I just keep seeing people talk about it and I'm intrigued, and that's literally the only reason. So those are books that I'm considering for this next month. Let me know down below which of these you think I would enjoy the most, which ones you want to see me read, if you want me to film reading vlogs of me reading some of these books. I'm very much a mood reader and I'm also very easily influenced. So honestly, just one comment from one of you guys hyping up one of these books might just be the reason why I pick it for the month. So yeah, help your girl out because I'm indecisive. Now what I want to do next is continue rereading Twisted Lies. I just like recently got dragged back into the world and I love the unhaul universe, and I just saw some of my favorite couples get mentioned in the books of hers that I read recently, in King of Envy and King of Law specifically. They just got mentioned so much and it just like made me miss this character. So I decided to reread Twisted Lies. So I have it on my Kindle and then I also have it on audiobook, and I've just kind of been going back and forth when I'm like in between books or if I'm just like running errands errands and I need an audiobook to listen to, that's the one that I've been kind of leaning towards. So I think that's what I'm gonna do for the time being. I do need to put these books back because as much as I like to have them out, I feel like it just makes my room look really messy and my bookshelf looks empty. So I'm gonna put these on my bookshelf somewhere so that I can easily see them throughout the month. And while I do that, I'll be listening to the audiobook, and then we'll just switch to the Kindle whenever, because even though I do have the physical copy of the book, I don't have it here. It's at my boyfriend's place in Miami, and I definitely desperately need to bring it to Canada and just like add to my bookshelf. Honestly, half my books are at his apartment, so it's very, very frustrating to not have my full collection here, especially when I want to reread. But I've been highlighting stuff on the Kindle, and as soon as I get access to the physical copy, I'm gonna add my annotations in because I love a good annotated romance book. I've been yapping for way too long, so let's get going.